myself like, what the fuck is going on? Asking God for help, like what the fuck I'm doing wrong. He ain't giving me no answers, I figured it out myself. Got tired of asking questions, I'm tired of looking for help. Man, I can't win for losing, I'm steady taking these losses. Had to bury greed and cheat, same week, 2 different coffins. Man, that shit'll traumatize you when it ain't trying to. Everybody shedding tears, you trying not to cry too. They say they feel my pain, but they don't know how much I'm hurting. Mama told me pray, it usually helps, but it ain't working. Just the numbness pain, I'm popping.
Look, I got 10 pounds in the trunk. I got 4 pistols in this bitch. Man, look, if the law, if the dicks get behind me, son, you gotta take a charge. And what you said? What you said? I'm
not taking no charge for no motherfucking body.
I told this bitch, I told him if he go to jail, he gonna do like a year. So I get out. If I go to jail, I'm going till I'm like 40. He ain't no
See
real
you when
nigga.
you're 40, bitch.
What?
See you when you're 40. Straight up, I'm not taking that charge for nobody. I'm not about to fuck on my life for no motherfucker. Yo. I don't give a fuck who you is. Fuck you. I don't fuck with you anyways like that. Fuck you mean.
Well, I'm glad I don't got nothing in here. I don't fuck with that because I'll be a gone bitch fucking around with your little pussy. I was just testing y'all.
40 years, bitch.
I was just testing your gangster. Boy,
well, guess what? Guess what, bitch? I passed the smart test. Fuck the gangster test. I passed the smart test. Fuck.
Y'all how pussy is.
With that being said, LPZ, you in the motherfucker building?
I'm in the motherfucking building, but that motherfucker right there need to come borrow my belt. That little nigga cuts too many goddamn times.
Hey man, but did you read between the messages though?
Yeah.
Did you read between all the cussing?
He's smart enough to not take a charge for it, nigga, no matter who it is.
He said, I passed the smart test, not the gangster test.
Mm-hmm.
We need more kids like that, minus the cussing.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what caught my eye. That's what caught my ear, brother. With that part right there, where that nigga said, he said, I passed the, he passed, he said, fuck the gangster test, I passed the smart test. You know what I'm saying? That's what most of our youth need to do, pass the smart test, man. They always want to be gangster, man. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Gangster don't get you where, gangster don't get you nowhere but Graceline or Hurley.
Yeah, what your man say? He said gangsters don't live that long, don't believe that song?
That's it, true.
Mm-hmm. What's up, Scarface?
What's up, Face? Hey, shit, man. What's been going on, man, on your end of the woods, man?
Oh man, let me tell you something about parenting. I had an interesting situation with my 6'4" ass son. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Parenting nowadays is like running into a brick wall at full speed with no brakes. They're just getting too big for the shit. You hear me? Trying to tell you.
What happened, man? What happened, man? What happened? What happened?
I figured out I was gonna create a new business. You know what I'm saying? For parents like me over 40 and shit. You just call whoop a kid. And then a motherfucker show up, whoop your kid, and then you go. That way you ain't gotta lift no fingers. I tell you, I ain't got.
So what happened? What went down?
I'm saying,
what nephew doing,
I can't do that right now. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, when it comes to parenting and then having to whoop your kids and shit, you know, you gotta be built for that shit nowadays, motherfucker, nigga. You hear me?
In other words, that little nigga wore you out. Will you whoop yourself?
I whoop myself. You know, they say, you know, your mama used to say, this is gonna hurt you more than it hurts me.
Right.
Man, do you hear me? I'm like, nigga, and I bet not ever have to do that shit again. Like ever.
Man, you end up beating yourself up, man.
Yo, have you ever been in there whooping the kid with a belt and miss their ass and the shit wrap around your leg? It's horrible. Bad parenting. I'm telling you, man, I'm coming up with a service right now, you know what I'm saying, called Whoop a Motherfucking Kid. And you just call them and say, hey, my kid need an ass whooping. They show up, they whoop your kid ass. That way you ain't got to get up off the couch. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, they whooped your kid for you.
Yeah.
So they take the CPS case for you too.
Hopefully. For real. Man, I'll
Man.
tell you, I can't do it. I'm getting too old for this shit. Nigga, I'm in there out of breath and shit, wheezing. I'm like, shit. Cripple finger ass. Kneecaps bad. Shit. It was horrible.
That little nigga wore you out, man. He ain't even he hollering and screaming, and he don't even know he weighing you out. God damn it.
Man, I'm tired of them motherfuckers. Just even hollering and screaming and shit. I done ran out of breath. Nigga, motherfucker, goddamn. Whoo! Nigga don't make say something. For real. You remember when your parents used to what the fuck you say? And then when you go to say something, they say, shut the fuck up, don't you say shit. And it confuses you. Nigga tell you sit down, but and then tell you stand up. Stand your ass up and talk to me. Sit your ass down. Stand up, sit down, stand up. I went through that shit yesterday, man. I love them to death. Today I found out the motherfucker artistic as hell though. I was like, not artistic like retarded artistic though.
Yeah, you know, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta elaborate, because, you know, some people might think you talk about he retarded.
Nah, then I lose social media points and shit. They like LPZ beating up on the handicaps and shit.
LPZ beating up on his retarded son. You know?
Yeah, man, that'd be TMZ shit, man. Nah, the motherfucker artistic, like he's very talented with art and shit. His teacher
he good? He can draw?
Yeah, man. I gotta sit to you.
Tell him, motherfucker, I need to tell him I need a logo. God damn it.
Man, it's not that kind of art. It's that abstract art shit. Man, I was confused at what the fuck I was looking at for a minute. But when I caught the grasp of it as I'm reading the information, because I'm used to getting bad shit coming from the school, so I'm used to it being something bad. So I'm like, what the fuck he done did now? God damn it. I done already had to get in his ass yesterday. I can't do this shit 2 days in a row. You know?
You was gonna get ready, you was gonna get ready to call Whoop a Kid for real, when you
somebody else gotta handle this. I can't do it. Take a village, don't it? Where the fuck is village at?
www.whoopakid.com.
Right. And then so, man, I read the email and shit, man, and they were talking about how impressed they was with his artistic skill. And I was looking at the shit. At first, I didn't know what I was looking at, because it did kind of look professional. But when I realized it was my kid that did it, I felt special as hell. I was like, yeah, see, that ass whooping worked. And then I looked at the email and it said yesterday. So had nothing to do with the ass whooping. God damn it. But, you know, we struggle to strive to be our best.
That's what's up, man.
Every day, right?
I'm proud of the nephew. That's what's up, man.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man.
Man, I got a dope ass kid, man. I'm good with it. You know what I'm saying? I just had to get tough on him yesterday, that it didn't work out in my favor.
Hey, man. Let's get to my first big dummy. I don't know his name. It's this motherfucker right here. We gonna call him Officer Dickhead. Officer Dickhead. What he did was, right. This is what he did. Tell me about this shit right here. What you think about this shit right here? Check this clip out, man. It was at a Beecher Flint Jaguars game. The girl was trying to find her sister. Well, you know how these kids is nowadays, man. It was a melee. Police everywhere, kids everywhere. Mind you, it's a high school football game. Now check this motherfucker. Look what this motherfucker did, man. Look, check this out.
I gotta get my sister, bro.
Whoa. He just
direct hit, man. You see that shit, man? He wouldn't have did that shit in Grand Blanc. He wouldn't have did that shit in Davidson. He wouldn't have did that in Swartz Creek. If that would have been a teenage white Caucasian girl, he wouldn't have did that shit, man. What you think about that, LPs? I've been saving that for you, man.
You already know how I feel about, you know, facial recognition, man. They don't look and see themselves in that. So, you know what I'm saying? It's like, fuck you. Don't. And then she being, you know, I fuck you. I'm going to go see my sister. That's that angry black shit right there. Bitch, gone. Run on about your business. And then they know you ain't got no, what do you say? You ain't got no backup. You ain't got nobody that's going to come in. You know what I'm saying? That's going to support that. It's not going to make it to the news. And if you go and make a complaint about it, you're making a complaint at the police station, so they just throw the shit in the garbage.
Yeah,
that's all that is. It's a lack of respect for civilians, man. But
they ain't got no respect. They ain't got no respect for our kids, man. Them our kids, and our life. They doing that shit too, man.
Look, white, black, Latino, old, in a wheelchair. These cops don't give a fuck. They are fucking you off. Okay? It's them versus us. Period. It's them versus us. And then, you know, all cops ain't bad. All cops ain't fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Just like all white people ain't bad. And all Latinos ain't bad. But all this shit being said, there's a lot of bullies in these police departments, man. And they've been fucking over everybody in these little rural ass white towns and shit. They've been taking their ass to jail for DUIs. DUIs fuck up your life. You know what I'm saying? Fuck up your licensing. Fucks up a lot of shit. Fucks up your job. If you got a job where you driving, fucks all that shit up, man. Them police don't give a fuck about that.
But check this out, though.
You got the clip that I sent you, right? With the paraplegic dude, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I do. I think I got it. I gotta look in there. I know I got it. I got it somewhere. I do.
You cannot run this show without running that shit about how they snatched that man out that car. That man told him, I cannot get out the car. I am wheelchair bound. I am a paraplegic. They snatched his ass out the car, drug him down the street into the middle of the street, damn near hogtied the motherfucker. And the dude he was paralyzed from the waist down. His car is a special car, you know, with the little gear, you know, the pedals and stuff, so you can do the gas and the brake. And they ain't give a fuck about none of that shit. Man, they drugged that motherfucker like he wasn't like he was a dog, man. Like that, it was so disrespectful.
Yeah, I got it too. I'm gonna pull it up in a minute. Check this out. Check this out.
Yeah.
Now this is what they made a big. I'm saying they ain't make no. I showed you the clip about the little girl, the Afro American girl getting pepper sprayed by that hillbilly. Now watch it. Now this what they this is distraction. They making a big deal out of this on the news right here. Check this shit out. Check this shit out.
Well, Matt, he lives there in that River's Edge complex and apparently heard loud noises outside of his apartment. What brought him out of his apartment to confront the people on the road making the noise is not on video. But a testy exchange with the people and an alleged assault are. So take a look.
I'm going to beat your ass, and then I'm going to take you to jail.
What? What'd I do?
Get out of here.
I didn't even do nothing.
Yeah, you did.
What'd I do?
Go.
What'd I do?
Go.
That battery?
Get out of here. It's disturbing the peace.
Oh shit. Anyway,
yeah,
man,
I know you cut that early. I know you cut that early. Cause there was some well-whooped ass about to come around that one on that one.
Hold on, man. We gotta get that one back. Hold on a second. Hold on.
Right, you know you can't poke on people like that one without that being a whole motherfucking fight and a half. Fuck that.
Hold on. I'm fucking up early, man. It's the slut juice, man. Hold on a second.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
trying to keep me from the slut juice. Not my slut juice. Not my slut juice. Girl, you gonna get it, dude.
I'm fucking up early, man. Hold on a second.
I told you bring your bottle. Go on. You want cognac spitzer?
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I try not to mix. That's the thing. Hell yeah. Do I want
that
one?
That don't make you heavy.
Mixing is not good.
No, I didn't come yet.
It's probably the worst ever mix.
Go in, go out, go hide. We have a technical difficulties. While we have technical difficulties, let's pass over to the white lady.
Yeah, tell her to entertain while we got technical difficulties.
That was the face of confusion. She don't have to say nothing, man. We just put the camera on her, and it's like white expression.
That's the
You know
that's
what I'm
the
saying? That's the white expression.
Put the camera on her. That's the distraction.
Like the whole white expression.
I'm saying.
I just happen to be white, but everything else is right.
Everybody knows.
Everybody what?
Knows you're black in past life, Alicia.
Here we go.
Well, Matt, he lives there in that River's Edge complex and apparently heard loud noises outside of his apartment. What brought him out of his apartment to confront the people on the road making the noise is not on video. But a testy exchange with the people and an alleged assault are. So take a look.
I'm gonna beat your and then I'm gonna take you to jail.
What? What'd I do?
Get out of here.
I didn't even do that.
Yeah, you did.
What'd I do?
Go.
What'd I do?
Go.
That battery?
Get out of here. It's disturbing the peace.
You hit me because of disturbing the
Yeah, it's a crime. You need to go.
That is Bay City Public Safety Director Mike Cicchini on the right outside his apartment, apparently jabbing his flashlight into a man's midsection. The man, who we are not identifying, is with two other people, and they say they were riding bird scooters on Saturday night when one of them came to an abrupt stop, causing the tires to squeal. They also hit one of the construction cones. This all apparently drew the ire of Cicchini, who confronted the people outside his apartment.
You just committed battery.
No.
Yes. You hit me with a flashlight. That's battery.
Get out of here.
How is that right?
Leave.
Battery, right? Mm-hmm. Call the cops.
Yep, that's right. You call the cops.
You just committed battery. You got it?
Chief of police. Call the cops.
That doesn't work that way, dude.
Yeah. You're gonna tell me the law? What, you big some legal scholar on the Supreme Court?
Cicchini informs the man and the two other people there that he is the chief of police, which he has been since 2006, and the director of public safety since 2012. Cicchini indicates that before the video started, the man may have threatened Cicchini.
You said you want to go? I said let's go. Just because I stood my ground doesn't mean I'm committing.
You don't get to stand your ground when you're committing.
Because you're chief of police.
No, I hit you with the flashlight because I felt.
Was I? What?
How was
threatened? Am I that big and scary?
You walked up to him.
You walked up to me and hit me with a flashlight because you're threatened?
No.
How does that work?
Threatened me. I'm in my apartment minding my own business.
The verbal exchange got heated and personal.
How did you feel threatened, bro? Is it my luscious locks? Are you jealous? You bald huh? I would be jealous too.
A short time later, Cicchini appeared to have had enough as another man gets into the conversation.
Hey, assault me.
Back up. I'm not gonna touch you. I know.
Get out of his face.
I know better, bro.
Hey.
Cicchini is now on the phone with a police officer.
What is he doing? Send a unit down here. I've got 3 hooligans that need to go.
Hooligans? You hit me with a flashlight.
Police did arrive. The 2 men and a woman who was also present were questioned for a few hours, but they were not arrested. Bay City has put Cicchini on administrative leave, and the Michigan State Police is investigating the incident.
See, they highlight bullshit like bullshit like that.
I mean, but the bullshit like that is an abuse of power, and that's the shit. You know, they think they get a pass when they get pulled over for drunk driving. They think they get a pass for running up on people in public. You know what I'm saying? Like my man said, dude, you hit me with the flashlight. How the fuck is you afraid for your life? And then you run up on me and hit me with the flashlight. You're the threat. You know what I'm saying? And then he already stated I was in my apartment minding my business when I heard something, you know, and then I came out here, I seen you guys, and you guys need to go because you're disturbing the peace. You know what I'm saying? Didn't understand that they were having a technical failure. Now, everybody gets to have a bad day and shit, and you get to be an asshole. But guess what? I thought about it. I said, you know what? In order to reform the police and the way that they police, you have to reform the not only the laws or the way that they're being taught, but the consequences for their action. Because think about this. Now, police already think that they special, right? Right?
Correct.
Huh?
Correct.
Okay. And we think that the police are over us in judgment, you know, because they're civil servants. They're supposed to be over us and seeing, you know, to our safety, and they're supposed to have, you know, like a higher standard of a citizen, right?
Right.
So I believe that they should be held to a higher standard. I believe simply put,
The police
if a
need to
cop
be
kills,
police.
if a cop kills a person that is unarmed and innocent of the crime, he should go to jail for capital murder. Period. No questions asked. You know what I'm saying? If I or you kill a cop, you know what I'm saying? We go to jail for capital murder. Period. No questions asked. All right.
We out of here.
If you are a cop,
we going no questions asked.
Exactly. If you are a cop and you are making false statements and falsely putting people in jail, and they can prove this behavior, there should be a 5-year minimum for them doing that. You know what I'm saying? You get 5 years. Every time you fucking put somebody in jail that was innocent because of you, you automatically get 5 years with a maximum of 99. You know what I'm saying? Depending on how heinous the crime is. Because you get that for fingering kids. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if you're doing this and you're locking people up and you're putting people away and you're fucking up people's lives, you know what I'm saying? They pulled over one guy and charged him for a DUI, this white gentleman. They pulled him over. He was in some hick-ass town, and what they was doing was like catching people with out-of-state license plates. So he's going through the town. They pull him over. They charge him with a DUI. He refused to give any information or do any sobriety tests and all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? Because he was clearly not drunk. So then they take him down to the station where he blows a 0.00. All right? No alcohol in the system, none whatsoever. You know what I mean? But he's been charged with the DUI. And so just like the Illinois law, which they're trying to revert, you know what I'm saying, is this. This man has been charged with DUI, and now he's guilty of DUI, regardless if he was actually drunk. And the fact that he blew a 000 having no alcohol in his system, but then he has to report to his job that he was in jail for DUI, and he was a pilot. You see what I'm saying? So automatically, no flights. And you got to get the paperwork, and you got to get the district attorney to dismiss your case before you can return to your job, which may be a year or so. Right?
Right.
So in that year or so, you're not making no money, you're not going to work, and you out of your field. Your distress, your depression, and everything. Your life has been totally taken from you. Plus, the moment you get a DUI, the DMV automatically starts the process on your license to take your license from. So even with that, you got to get the information from the same police officers that tried to fuck you. You know what I'm saying? They go down to the DMV to say, this is a false charge, and I haven't been acquitted yet, but I wasn't guilty of anything, and here's the alcohol test for the day that I was arrested.
Hey, LP, you go that clip from that PER8SH guy you was talking about. Hold on.
Yeah.
Dayton police officers stopped Clifford Owensby's car after they said it was seen leaving a suspected drug house. Police body camera footage released Friday shows the police officers telling Owensby to exit his car so a police dog could conduct an air sniff search. Owensby told them he could not step out of the car because he's a paraplegic. This is part of their exchange.
Yeah, man, so I can't step out the car, sir. But you got to I got help. Well, I hope you getting out. I'm gonna help you get out. I'm gonna help you get out. Well, I don't think that's gonna happen, sir. I don't think that's gonna happen, sir.
When the officers said they would help Owensby get out of the car, he said, "I don't think that's going to happen, sir." He used his cell phone to call for help, repeatedly requesting a supervising officer, a white shirt, as officers commanded him to get out of the vehicle.
I cannot step out of the car. I cannot step out of the vehicle. You got in the car? You can get out of the car. You got in the car? Hello? Hey, bro, can you come down the street to Ferguson and Grand? The police just pulled me over and they trying to make me get out the car, and I'm telling them I'm a paraplegic. I can't get out the car without no help. They on some Just come down the street, bring some people with cameras. Come down the street, come bring cameras and bring somebody so they can witness what's going on. I'm not getting out. I just told you I'm a paraplegic. I cannot get out. I do not have to. I do not have to. Can you call your white shirt, please? If you pull me out of here, you better expect. So here's the thing. I'm gonna pull you out and then I'll call a white shirt because you're getting out of the car. That's not an option. So you're getting out of this car. So you can cooperate and get out of the car, or I'll drag you out of the car. Do you see your two options here? I know I got right. What would you like to do, sir? I would like for you to call your white shirt.
Owensby is calmly in the car, but says simply he cannot move. Police body cam video then shows officers dragging Clifford Owensby out of his car, yanking him by his hair, flipping him on his stomach and handcuffing him as he screams and shouts for help. The officers then drag Clifford Owensby to their police car.
It hurt me, bro. Get out of the car. Get out of the car. What are y'all doing, bro? I'm a paraplegic, bro. You're making this work. I'm a paraplegic, bro. I'm trying to tell you that I got help getting in the car. Y'all can hurt me. They can hurt me, bro. Get out of the car. Damn, bro. I'm a paraplegic. Ow. You have to get out of the car. Ow. Get out of the car. Somebody help. Somebody help. Something right here. Somebody help.
Clifford keeps shouting, "Somebody help." Officers also removed a 3-year-old.
Yeah, and he was in the car with his baby. In the car with his kid. And he's a paraplegic. And you notice the color of the fucking police officers that did it, right?
What color do you think they were?
They was black. All of them.
Exactly. They don't give a fuck.
It's not a color thing. It's a cop versus you thing. They don't give a fuck about nobody or not. They don't respect anybody because they think that they're above the law. You know what I'm saying? Now, what is a reprimand? Okay? Those cops, the only thing that happened to them was a reprimand. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck is a reprimand? A reprimand is a addition on. They say, hey, this person did this on this day. It's a what do you say? Like a progress report. It's a bad note on your progress report. Which is some bullshit, man. And that's the extent of the consequences for them dragging this man out the car like that. But you know, I mean, that's why you sue the city and you get paid. But everybody can't do that, and everybody ain't smart enough to get that shit done. You know what I'm saying? But he's suing their ass, and they got a big ass lawsuit coming for that. That shit right there is rude, disrespectful, and uncalled for.
Right.
But this is the climate that we live in. You know what I'm saying? And then I happen to stay here in Frisco, man. And so, really, to be honest, when it comes to Frisco, Texas police, I think they're some of the best police I done ran into ever. You know, but at the same time, I done had a situation when I lived in Dallas with a police officer. Me and the dude pulled me over so much and fucked with me so much because I had a Monte Carlo on spinning rims. Me and the dude pulled me over. Tore my dashboard out my car, tore my back seats out my car, pulled the bottom seats out my car, opened up my trunk, pulled the lining out and everything, pulled the speakers out the boxes and shit, you know, and totally tore my motherfucking car up. You know what I'm saying? Just on the fact that I lived in a certain place that was considered a drug area. You know what I'm saying? So I lived in North Dallas off of Ardelia and Walnut, and I stayed in a place called the Crook. Shout out to Pookie and Lucci, you know what I'm saying, and all my north side crook niggas. Hey, but yo, I'm talking about tore my shit up to the point where it was like, yo, me and dude had to, you know, we exchanged information and shit. Cause I told him, I was like, yo, man, if you did not have them fucking handcuffs, if you did not have that badge, I'll beat the shit out you. You know what I'm saying? I'm ex-military, so I don't feel no kind of way when I come in contact with cops. I'm not prone to like run from them. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been a part of the protocol my damn self. So as a soldier, as a military vet, I don't feel no kind of way when I come into contact with police officers. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have that defensive mechanism that comes on. I have a professional mechanism. And then me, you know, thank God, knock on wood and everything else, I've never had any type of record other than, you know, some tickets or something. So if a motherfucker pulled me over, it's just about some tickets. And then, you know, I'm smart enough with my movement not to get caught with nothing. So with that being said, you know, it's some bad apples out here. It's a lot of bad apples out of here. But if you start punishing them and let their punishment fit the crime, because they should never be higher than us, you know what I'm saying, without consequence. You see what I'm saying? Because these people are playing God when they pull you over. You see what I'm saying? Look, you a felon, right? They done pulled you over. You know what I mean? They know if you have a gun or you have any kind of drugs on you, that's going to send you straight back to prison. You know what I'm saying? And then a motherfucker throw a fucking gram of coke, you know, in your motherfucking car and be like, voila, found a gram of coke. Look at you. You know what I'm saying? And then they take you to jail for that gram of coke. That's going to violate your parole or probation or the fact that you're a felon. That's going to send you down a whole nother motherfucking turn in life. When you doing good in life, you hosting a podcast, you got the barbecue shit, barbecue sauce. You know what I'm saying? You an incredible motherfucker right now. You inventing shit, you making hats and shit, moving audio products and shit. You know, you about to take your family from zero to wealth, and then a motherfucker come through and throw a fucking crumb of coke in your shit, a crumb of crack in your shit, and fuck your whole life up.
But everything up. It happened just like that too.
Yeah.
That's how it happened.
Yeah, I know it happens just like that. They got the shit on camera now. See, this is where the world is fucked up. Yeah, it ain't no secrets anymore. Everybody can see everything. You know what I'm saying? And whatever you do, like shit, you riding down the street, ain't no fucking cameras on the stoplights. It's cameras on the ATM machine. It's cameras on the store. You know what I'm saying? Somebody caught it somewhere. You didn't do that shit and did nobody see it.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, I want to talk about the state of the inner city kids and kids sports and just the school system. Period. I'm just going with Flint's.
Are you talking about the disfranchising of our black community and its education system?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that shit is so fucking horrible. They done closed down all the fucking high schools, all the damn middle schools. They done took away every memory we ever had of that city.
Right.
You know? And then
you
with the
rebudgeting. You already know.
What?
I said you already know in Flint, inner city was the mecca of sports. You know what I mean?
Flint was the mecca of sports.
Flint, yeah, Flint. I mean, in the city, Flint. North side, south side.
I mean, you wasn't getting nothing. If you was the Fab Five, I mean, everybody that came out, that football, basketball, and all that shit came out of Flint, Beecher, you know what I'm saying? Area. Period. Right. The hottest dudes that played basketball was either at Beecher, at Northwestern, or at Northern, or at Central, and they had the greatest motherfucking games and teams, you know, to the point where a lot of them boys went to the NBA.
Or the NFL.
Or the NFL. Yeah, can't forget about those, you know, but I'm saying
But this was going on though. They the outskirts schools, man. They look like fucking college campuses and shit. Davis and Grand Blanc, places like that. Yeah. You know, it's all because, you know, they get fined when they win a lot, when they win ball games. But you know, sports facilities and stuff. And who you think winning them for? The inner city kids. The kids that would have went to Northern, they would have went to Northwest, they would have went to Central. Now they going to Davis and Swartz Creek, Grand Blanc, and shit like that.
But,
you know what I mean?
But there's one thing about that I have to say. So better education, newer campuses, and they built them, you know, to do that. And so they're gonna draw everything in all the inner cities and all the people out to the outskirts, let the inner city fall until they create something of a viable source after they come and buy up the land. You know, it's regentrification, man. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't want the shit to happen, then you have to stop shit like that from happening. You know, when they go to shut down a school and shit, you can't let them do that. You know what I mean?
I mean, it is what it is, man.
It's horrible that it's happening.
My whole thing is though, like that incident with pepper spraying that little girl, with teenage girl. You know what I mean? They trying to use stuff like that to make excuses. See, that's what I'm saying. That's why your kids shouldn't. That's why your kids shouldn't go to Northwestern. Your kids shouldn't go to Central. Your kids shouldn't go to Northern. They should go to Davis and they should go to Swartz Creek. They should go to, you know what I mean, outskirt schools and shit, man. They brainwashing this, man. See, if a goddamn Northwestern education was good enough for me, why Northwestern education ain't good enough for my son, man? Come on, man. You gotta make that shit make sense, man.
We really have to revamp the education process. You know what I'm saying? And then, Northwestern now is a charter school, and Northern and all that shit is closed. So we either got to bring the schools back and find some funding to bring the schools back and renovate the schools before they start turning them into other programs, government programs that'll keep them away from us. So that's we got to start looking at the solution to the problem versus the problem itself.
It's really too late.
It's never too late. Yeah. I'll tell you right now, it's some guy will come through that motherfucker and take that school and renovate that school and turn that shit into arts and crafts and fucking beauty school and shit. Nigga, get the LBGT to be a part of it. I guarantee you it'll happen. Let that motherfucker be arts and crafts.
LGBT, EFG motherfuckers, if they get a part of it, you right. It's gonna take off. It'll take off. You know what I'm saying? But I just see like they just announced, due to the fact of that mail the other day, Beecher will not be allowing for their homecoming next week against Hamilton. They can't. No students can be spectators. No student spectators. And then the Flint Jaguars next game got restrictions on spectators. Invitation only. You know what I'm saying? They fading this all the way out, bro. I call it Operation Phase the Inner City as we know it out of there, man. It's already starting, man.
Yeah, I can believe that.
That's why I say it's really almost too late, man.
I can see it coming. I mean, with that being said, is we have to take control and take possession of our own destiny and the way that we handle our education system. We can't allow these people to handle our education system for us, because the people that we're allowing our education we're allowing them to govern our education don't give a fuck about us. Okay, so would you give your life? I mean, you sick, you're about to die, you need heart surgery. This person over here says, I don't give a fuck about you as a person. As long as you got insurance, I'll fucking fix your heart. And then this other person says, I care about you, and I don't care if you don't have insurance. I want to fix your heart. Who you gonna let fix your heart?
The person that care about me.
Okay, so with that being said, you know what I'm saying? Us as black people, we need to be more about ourselves, our community, our education, and our kids, versus allowing these other people that don't give a fuck about us, and they say they don't give a fuck about us. You witness the shit every day. You know what I'm saying? If the cop will beat a motherfucking 14-year-old girl down in the street, if a cop will turn and punch a woman in the face, if a cop will beat and drag a woman, but will take a man to jail for domestic violence. Think about the hypocrisy in that. Okay? They will show up at your house and take you to jail for domestic violence. But if your woman start talking to that cop the way she was talking to you, that cop gonna beat her ass and take her to jail.
He gonna cold clock her.
Cold clock her. And the shit is on camera as well. You know what I'm saying? The shit is on camera. These motherfuckers ain't doing this shit behind the back. They're doing this shit on the camera. You see what I'm saying?
They doing that shit in plain sight.
Your First Amendment right You know what I'm saying? Your second, your third, and your fifth. But check this out. When they motherfucking pull you over and you start recording their ass, they want to confiscate your camera. They will literally arrest you for having your camera on them. You got a body cam on, nigga. Why the fuck is you worried about my camera and you have a body cam on? I'm recording you, recording me.
Right.
And they will take you to jail for that. Think about that.
Right.
So like I said, the only way to combat the issue is for stiffer punishments for people that we hold in a higher standard. If a judge is locking away innocent people knowingly for progress, for money, for profit, okay? Because understand this, these cities are locking up people for profit. They're locking up innocent people and sending them to prison to create profit margins for private prisons. Them a lot of fucking P's right there. You know what I'm saying? But that's what is happening. The police are locking your ass up to reach incentives. At the end of each month, the police is out like a swarm of killer bees trying to get tickets, as many tickets as possible, so that we can pay as much restitution, as much bail, as much citation tickets, as much fees as possible.
Oh yeah, the end of the month.
Fund the police.
From the 25th to the 25th to the 30th, man, they on you. They ticket masters. You know what I'm saying? They trying to meet the quota.
Yo,
you know what I'm saying?
So how many times have the police took your money from you?
What you mean?
How many times have you ever been caught by the police and they took your money?
See, I can't even count. I can't count that many times.
Did you get any of that money back?
Is you talking if I got caught with drugs and they took my money, or you talking about flat out robbery? You talking about flat out robbery?
I'm saying you got pulled over, you didn't have no drugs, but you had money. And they took your money.
Yeah,
because they said your money. Yeah, because they said your money looked like drug money, right?
Hell yeah, one motherfucker took my money and threw it down in front of a dog. And the dog, I didn't have an ounce of nothing on me. He threw my money down in front of the dog. The dog went crazy. He took that shit. And they donated my shit.
98.9% of all American currency has traces of cocaine on it.
Nah. It ain't 98. It ain't
98.9.
It ain't 98. It's 75%. I remember that. I reported on that, man. It's about 75%.
No, I just read a report on it. I just read a report on it on audit last night that said 98.9%. 2022
got drug
has traces of cocaine
residue
on it.
Yeah, residue, drug residue. I
Do
believe
you know
that.
how many times a nigga ain't got a straw? He roll up a motherfucking 20, do that motherfucking blow, go to Walmart and spend that shit.
That's what I'm saying. So
drugs,
hey,
you handling the shit, the drugs on your hands, and you counting money. You handling the shit, the drugs on your money, you counting the shit. It's on 98%. Nowadays, I don't know when you read your report, and I'm not going to go against your statistic, but let's just say it's more common than not, and you don't have to be a drug dealer. So whether it's 75% or 98%,
right?
You know what I'm saying? They should have gave you your money back because that was fraudulent.
I was a known drug dealer though, so I wasn't gonna fight that shit. Wasn't never $4,000. Wasn't never $4,000.
They
wasn't never
prey on people like
that shit. I just wanted to leave me the fuck alone.
People like you. They prey on people like you. They pull over your ass. That's why the fuck they pull you over, because you are not gonna make a fuss about it. But it's so many black people that cannot make a fuss about it. You know what I'm saying? They have to let that shit go, and they taking it. And then it's so easy. It's like taking candy from a baby. So what do? They profile you. They ride by the stove. They see you coming out. They look at you getting your car. They like, yo, that nigga got a nice car with some rims on. I guarantee you he's smoking a blunt. I'm gonna pull him over, and then I'm gonna tell him his car smell like weed, and then I'm
Well, I
gonna
don't
go
know.
to my fucking car, and I'm gonna get his money, and I'm gonna get any kind of drugs in that bitch that he got.
Well, I don't know. It's in Texas where you at, but in the state of Michigan, if you when you a felon or ex-felon, soon as they run your plates, red flag pop up on you. It tell them your whole history. That's if the car is in your name. If that plate in your name,
Yeah.
your whole history pop up on that little computer inside the car.
Yeah.
It already a red flag. They already know you a ex-felon, a felon, all that.
see-
They know you on parole. They know that you got caught with a half a brick in 04. They know all that
Yeah.
shit already.
And see
So
me,
when they come at you, you know what I mean?
I automatically get as soon as they see me from a distance and they see, oh, this nigga got muscles and tattoos and shit. I gotta be some type of inmate, right? And then they looking at my car, they like, yo, the nigga on some flashy shit. I know he's some type of drug dealer. Every time. And then, like I say, I'm at a store in my Challenger that's registered in my sister's name. He says my car hit for a warrant. The occupant pushing the car has a warrant. It's a warrant on the car. Okay, it's a warrant on the car. Well, obviously, I'm not the person that you're looking for, because if the warrant is on the car is registered to a female. Okay, I am a male black. It's registered to a female. You know what I'm saying? That is not in the vehicle. You watch me come out the store, go back in the store, they come out the store, get in my car. You were pulled behind my car when I left the store. Before I could do anything illegal, go out the motherfucking parking lot, take the turnabout, get on the expressway. This motherfucker comes flying up behind me with his lights on. I go to get over so that he can get to his emergency. His emergency is me. When he walks up on my vehicle, initially, the first thing he says is, have you been smoking marijuana? No, I haven't. Well, I smell a hit of marijuana coming from your car. Do you mind if I smoke your do I mind if I check your vehicle? You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, like you walk up on my car and tell me, ask me if I've been smoking. Then you tell me my vehicle smell like weed, and you ain't told me what the fuck you pulled me over for. You know what I'm saying? Why did you pull me over?
Man, you know, police are agitators, man. You know they do extra police shit, man. That's their job,
Why
man.
did you pull
You know
me
what I mean?
over though? You know what I'm saying? Did you pull me over because I smell
driving
like
while
weed?
black, man. You know why they pulled you over? Driving while black.
So now, supposedly, under the influence of marijuana, and my car smells like marijuana. Okay. So now that my car smells like marijuana, and I'm supposed to be under the influence of marijuana and shit, you want to search my vehicle. Now you want me to step to the back of the car. You want to put handcuffs on me for your safety. You know what I'm saying? It's 3 other cops that came. You're searching my vehicle. Why the fuck am I in handcuffs again? Am I being detained? Because I still haven't done anything illegal, and the motherfucker ain't told me why he pulled me over, because I have not done anything illegal. But he walks up to my vehicle and asks me, am I under the influence, and does my vehicle smell?
They're trying to find that brick of cocaine you got in the trunk. You know how they pulled you over, nigga. Hey, man. But you know, police agitators, man, and I don't want to get too far off subject. We was talking about.
No, the point that I'm making is how your life can get turned upside down, all because of a cop deciding to be an agitator that day, and doing that shit, and their reasoning being he never stated why he pulled me over, but now I'm in handcuffs though. You know what I mean? Why? How the fuck do you go from pulling me over to me looking like I smoke weed, to me my car smelling like weed, to me being in handcuffs for your safety, to 3 other police officers being there while you search my vehicle? Now, if anything, I feel more than threatened. I'm scared for my life. I'm scared. You know what I'm saying? But and the reason I say this is, like I say, it's the consequences of the police officer. They have to be held to a higher standard, and they have to be punished accordingly. They're not being punished for these heinous acts of retaliation either.
What does Hall say? One of the two richest men in Genesee County look like they don't have $25. And I never seen a car, but we got to buy the biggest chains and flashy American gangster shit. Well, I mean, you know, that's what they do.
Look,
You know what
okay,
I'm
let
saying?
me say let me say this. Let me say this to each his own. But real talk, yes, she's right. A motherfucker with $1 billion don't want you to know he got $1 billion because his life is at stake. You see what I'm saying? If he's walking around with the flashy chains on like that, you will get kidnapped, you will get killed, you'll cause envy and all that other shit. But in our culture,
the broke nigga want to be known though.
Hold
Because he ain't got shit to lose.
Excuse me. In our culture, you know what I'm saying? Let me talk to the black woman right quick while she want to bring up the fucking point. In our culture, she wouldn't talk to a nigga that looked like none of them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? She wouldn't talk to me if I just had a regular shirt on and I ain't had no chain on. She wouldn't talk to me if I didn't pull up in the coupe on the 4 Giagos. You know what I'm saying? She wouldn't feel comfortable or that she's in a stable relationship with somebody that's doing something that's going somewhere if I didn't have the house, the cars, the jewelry, and all the motherfucking glitter and glamour that goes along with the shit. If I played a humble ass nigga, like if I came off or appeared to be a nigga that had a regular job at Sears or a nigga that had a fucking job at Burger King, I'm the fucking general manager. I'm the general manager at Whataburger. She would not be proud of me. She would not tell everybody, girl, I met this dude. His name Billionaire Bruce Wayne, and he the GM of Whataburger. They're like, you shut the fuck up.
Hey, she said you are exactly right. When I was younger, she said when I was younger, you right.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
As we get older, we evolve. Just like I have come to evolve. You know what I'm saying? And understand that one thing, that women are not sexual objects, but a responsibility of men who deserve women. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have the finances to be able to take care of a woman, because a woman is a dependent. That independent bullshit is some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? She will always be a dependent. She's dependent on you like you dependent on her. You know what I mean? And if you can't depend on her as a woman to take care of you as a man, want to fuck you down, sick and able, or you know, you're hungry and she can't feed you. You know what I'm saying? You're sick, she can't heal you. You know what I'm saying? She's not sexually satisfying you in a toxic relationship. But in all, I realize that even if you walk out the door and you looking for pussy, you are a person of low level and low being and low vibration. And this is me at 42. You know what I'm saying? But when I was 22, I walked out the door and it was all about pussy. I was falling in love with bitches for body parts and shit and fake hair.
LP. Hey man, you want a pork chop sandwich? Pork chop sandwich.
I'm Muslim. I'm Muslim.
I got a pork chop
I'm
sandwich
Muslim
for you.
for the next 5 minutes. I don't do pork.
Hey, Arthur Wilson, I got a pork chop sandwich for you. Sandwich.
For real. I'm telling you right now.
Hey man. But I didn't see it. Let me go back. Willis Hall also said LeBron invested in schools and Jordan invested in prison. And Jordan invested in prisons. Who's richer?
Look, let me tell you this.
That's a good question.
Let me tell you this. Jordan makes $3 million every 15 minutes. No, or is it? No. He makes $3 million every 5 hours. So it's 5 hours. Every 5 hours they go by, he makes $3 million.
Who makes $3 million every 5 hours?
Michael Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
He makes $3 million every 5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, something like that.
You know what I'm saying? After the question, who richer?
Look.
Jordan
either way it goes. When you got to understand when it comes to investments. When Jordan was coming into his investment, one of the biggest things on the stock markets was private prison. And at private prisons, the way that they market it to them is state prisons have a budget which requires lower living. If you get a private prison, private prisons are supposed to be better, are supposed to be state of the art, are supposed to have better food, better work programs. This is the difference between a correction facility, what is the penitentiary, and a rehabilitation center.
Bullshit. They're all the same, man. Believe me, I know, nigga.
Yeah.
Believe me.
But technically on paper, you know, they're supposed to be different. This is the ideology. So when somebody comes to me as a black man and say, hey, I want you to invest in this private prison, right? And what we're doing is we're making better conditions for the prisoners. We think prisoners should be treated like this. We think they should have it like this. We think we should have programs for them. We should have GED programs for them. We're going to bring this to them. We're going to bring that to them. They're going to have better food. They're going to have better health care. And then you say, yeah, I'm going to support that because that's what I want. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that, you know, it's a lot of us locked behind there and I want them out these bad conditions. So you do it with a good heart. Although it is a fucking private prison.
Let me address this, man. Let me address this right quick. He said MDOC versus federal. Then she said federal has better program. I beg to differ. The Fed is the new state, and the state is the new feds, man.
There you go. See, this is the thing about people that ain't never been
feds, man.
and people that don't know. You know what I'm saying? This is the difference between people that never been and people that don't know. The people that ain't never been, such as Jordan, that doesn't know, you know what I'm saying, that would never know, you know what I mean, wouldn't understand that. But it sounded like a good idea when it's presented to somebody to make capital. Okay?
Hey, you know, man,
because you got to remember, you got to remember at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, all of us guys out here that's investing in things, that's trying to make money, is we're trying to make capital. We're trying to make money. We're trying to make the best decisions to make money. It's not about, you know, like doing the right thing and being so involved.
Hey, you know who made a lot of money in the prison system?
Who's that?
Bob Barker. The Price is Right, man. You go in that motherfucker. Look, you got Bob Barker toothpaste, Bob Barker deodorant, Bob Barker toothbrush, Bob Barker lotion, Bob Barker everything, man. So I really ain't mad at Jordan. The white man been doing it for years. Been investing in prisons for years, man.
Look, hey, look, check this out. And then understand this shit. It's like donating to the local cop fund. Okay? If I am an investor in private prisons and shit, one, I shall never go. Two, if I do go, I shall have the bungalow suite. You feel me? Understand that shit. Look, if I'm going to invest in something, you see what happened to R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? They bouncing my nigga, man. Every time I look at my nigga on TV, it just hurts my soul so bad because I want to help him I want to help him so bad. You know what I'm saying? Because the shit that he's going through is really not fair. You know, even if you're looking at the crime that he supposedly committed, because we've been doing this shit since the beginning and dawn of time for many, many years. Motherfucking 25, 29-year-old men were marrying and having children by 12, 13, 14, 15-year-old women. And this man is not accused of being fucking with kids like Michael Jackson was. He is accused of fucking with grown-ass so-called teenagers and with the consent of the parents on the way, but he was transporting them state to state because they fucking groupies.
Hey, man, I couldn't accuse this no better. Check this shit out. I'm glad you said that shit. Check this shit out right here.
It's not just him. It's a lot of these niggas guilty of that shit. Yeah. Females might be in their 20s and their 30s, but they wasn't always in their 20s and 30s. And they was fucking niggas when they was underage. A bunch of these niggas. And I know for a fact, they got evidence, proof, told me, them, not only them, they girlfriends that was the same age as them. Yeah. Like a bunch of them was fucking these niggas. So it wasn't all R. Kelly. All y'all wasn't just fucking only R. Kelly.
Nah, facts.
So it's a lot of other niggas that's victim to the same shit, but I'm not a rat. I'm just letting y'all know, like, if y'all want to joke around, let's be real. Let's expose the real shit. Y'all got a problem with it. Y'all can't have a problem with it with one nigga that's a legend that put in all that work and not have a problem with it with some other nigga that ain't even put in as much work in him.
Got a point,
At least let him get a pass, because look what he did.
He got a point.
Like, you can't let these other niggas get past and they ain't even like, come on.
It ain't our business. It ain't our business. Class it in and cleared it up. It was a business was business.
You could have killed that shit no better. Did you hear what he said? Did you hear what he said?
Yeah. I totally agree with that shit. They giving other niggas the passes and they ain't did shit. But you know what they did was that Mr. Me Too shit. You know what I'm saying? And everybody jumped on the R. Kelly bandwagon because every district attorney, every prosecutor could pick up any case in the district that they want, and they were all trying to make their name off of picking up his case. And then it was an easy conviction because they drummed up so much hate and animosity for him over social media, and his own fucking people just bottomed the fuck out on him. Just went the fuck out all of them. Come in. Shit like that. It was ridiculous. So what do you do when you don't have any support system at all? You know? Man, run another clip. Run another clip of injustice. I just need to see something else. Take me away from this. Give me something else. Because if you get me to talk about R. Kelly, I'm telling you, I'm going to smash some shit. Smashing pumpkins, man. It's bullshit. It's a conspiracy. Free money.
Let's talk about your boy.
I believe I can fly.
Let's talk about your boy, Pastor Whitehead, man. He choked a woman out in church, man, and went to jail. Hold on. Remember that? You know the one that got the Bentleys and all that. Whitehead, the pastor, the flashy guy. Yeah. Check this shit out. Check him out.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. In the name of Jesus. In the name of Jesus. Let's pray in the Spirit, y'all. Glory to God. Now move her out of here. Now move her out of here. Move her out of here. Amen. Come on, let's give Jesus a round of applause.
He literally, well, I should say allegedly, grabbed the lady by the neck and literally pushed her out of the church. He was arrested. He's out now.
And so she came up in front of the church, and he didn't. That wasn't altar call
at all.
Okay.
So he said that she was getting ready to attack his wife and his daughter. But in a follow-up Facebook Live, he claims that he was arrested falsely, and it's all because he's a black man.
They made a grave mistake in arresting the bishop. They would have never did it to a rabbi. They would have never did it to a priest. But because of the color of my skin, they arrested me. Not only did they arrest me, but when they put me in the police car, they injured my wrist. However, when they got me to the precinct, they put me in a cell. And then after an hour or so, the higher ups, once they found out who was there, came in and started to do some research or whatever they did. And all of the charges was dropped on me. But you don't get to arrest me for no reason. I'm going to protect my family. No one is going to come at my family, and no one is going to hurt my family ever again. And that's it. And that's it. Nobody's going to come at my family again. All right. And that's just what it is.
Ricky, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Hey, I was wondering, Gary, what kind of suit he had on?
He's wearing a beautiful Dior suit. Now, I have a short set similar to that, but I love that Dior suit, baby. I'm like, when they was arresting, could you just leave it with me before you go? And then your orange jumpsuit.
Looks like he's your size, too.
I know. He's like, he's about 44 regular.
You know what? That's it for me. Bye, Ricky. Bye, y'all. That's it for me. That's it for me.
He's out of jail.
He's out, but he's suggesting that the lady was placed there by two YouTubers that he's suing for $20 million each. So we're going to follow this story, Rick.
That nigga trying to get a lawsuit, man. How you gonna?
Ain't that the same pastor that just got robbed not too long ago?
Yup, that's the same dude.
Yo, if you ask me, you know, I feel like dude is clout chasing. I feel like he's like a YouTuber. I don't know how much I could have took him seriously from the get-go, because the idea of pastor. See, look, let me tell you something biblically about me and shit. I feel like this about pastors. If you can't explain to me the truth in the Bible in which you hold in your hand when you stand and you preach and you say what you say to me and your congregation, call me your flock, expect me to give you my tithes and offerings and shit, you know what I'm saying? And you want me to go through you to get to God and shit. But the one thing you have never done for me is made something clear. That I was the reflection of the men that they were talking about in the Bible. Not one time have you ever told me that the men in the Bible that we're worshiping and we're talking about every Sunday were black. You're not explaining to me that Moses was black. You're not explaining to me that Abraham was black. You're not explaining to me that there's no way that it could have been a white Jesus, that it could have, that the only way that it could have been a black Jesus. Nobody ever told me that we were the Hebrews. You know what I'm saying? Or that we
Hebrews
were
are
the
black, man.
disciples, that we were the disciples of the Bible in which we read. We thought this shit was some white people and some other people that we supposed to bow down to. You know what I'm saying? We thought that we could never be holy. We thought that that our dark flesh, that being dark was unholy. You know what I'm saying? So to come to find out that we've been having preachers preaching and pastoring from Africa all the way to America, all the way from each and every individual spot on the globe, and nobody has said we are the Hebrews.
Hebrew is black people.
No, nobody said that the reflection of the people in this mirror is you. Because had they would have said that, we would have walked to a higher standard. We would have been at a higher standard. When we was in church, when Dr. Martin Luther King was doing his thing, you know what I'm saying, and black people was going to church every Sunday, the black family was a total different thing. There would never be a day that a man would ride in a car with his son and his son mouth be that vulgar and calling him a bitch. Fuck that shit, nigga. I ain't taking no motherfucking L. So I'm smart, nigga. I do the smart thing. I ain't do the. Not one person during that era ever talked to their parents like that. That was disrespectful, and it's disrespectful to this day. But when you have no respect, when you're not taught respect, when you're teaching, when people think that they are the lesser than, and they're not worthy. You know, when I go and I go to an art museum and I look at the depiction of Jesus and this nigga look European and shit, I'm like, how the fuck could Jesus be European? You know what I'm saying? At all. You know what I'm saying? And then one guy even raises the notion. He says, what'd he say? Jesus killed his brother and Mary had to have been raped in order for her to create Jesus. Immaculate conception, my ass, if she was a virgin. Which in human terms, in real life, they want you to think in the metaphysical and in the spiritual and shit. But in real life, that's what it would have to take for her to be a virgin and then be impregnated with a child and then have a child. You know what I'm saying? And then on the Jesus killing his brother shit, I don't know the whole story, but you know, Cain and Abel was one thing. But you know, another thing that no one ever questions is that not one sermon of what Jesus was preaching is in the Bible. Not one sermon. T.D. Jakes, you can go back and listen to all his sermons. You know, Pastor Ricky Rush, you can go back and listen to his sermons. Jesus had a whole lot of sermons and said a whole lot of shit, especially the night where he broke bread and turned water into wine, and nobody has those transcripts. Nobody wrote that shit down. It ain't in no book, because I want to know what was the message that Jesus was preaching. I don't know. But with that being said, I'm just sorry for the pastor. You know what I'm saying? But I think that dude is a joke. I support all my black people. But when you do some fucked up shit or you're a fucked up person, I have to call you on it. And I think this dude just clout chasing. The necklace, the chains, the bling, the flashy clothes, all that shit. He looked like a fucking a pimp / rapper. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I say, as far as his congregation, he probably fucking half of them hoes.
Hey, you know who another fucked up dude is? Your boy T.I., man. Your boy T.I., man. Check this shit out. I don't condone this bullshit. Check this shit out.
I'm loading up all my soldiers. Y'all think it's a game? Bro, they ran me down. They ran me down. What? If y'all seen my back, y'all shot at my artist and his clique yesterday. I ain't feeling that. I ain't feeling that.
Welcome back to In the Streets TV. And today, we're going to be talking about T.I.'s son, King. So before we get into this video, make sure you smash that like button. And if you're not subscribed to this channel, make sure you subscribe with post notifications turned on. So last month, T.I.'s son got into an altercation at the Waffle House with one of the employees that got his order wrong, when he could have simply said, "Can you change my order?" But T.I.'s son proceeded to threaten the employee and tell him to come outside and that he's gonna pistol whip him. And just in case y'all missed those clips, we're gonna get into those clips and then we're gonna get into what recently just happened.
You still talking inside though? Why you inside? You can't stop me from doing shit. Let me get my food. Thank you. Just talking like they like that, they ain't like that. Before I get back here and pistol whip them.
Now, after T.I.'s son King went off in the Waffle House a few days later, T.I. made a statement, basically belittling the worker and not chastising his son. Basically saying his son was in the right and the worker was in the wrong.
His necessity to go back and forth with the short order cook. I didn't understand why he felt he needed to stop what he was doing to engage someone who is at such another level of life.
Now, after T.I. made that statement, a lot of people was up in arms on how he belittled the cook and put no accountability on his son. Well, it looks like his son got caught slipping by one of the Waffle House employees, and they put the beats on him. I mean, hands, feet, everything. He had to run back to his house to get help and get some of his peoples, and they talked about getting weapons. So let's get to those clips, and we're gonna come back with our commentary. Let's go.
No, that's fine. We said we gonna need way more guns, bro. I ain't trying to play with you, bro.
They on the way.
They on the way there?
I got some. Remember the 20?
Yeah.
Yeah, they on the way. I got pulling up right now with their guns. They just went to Walmart, bought their guns. I got hella. Bro, we so deep, boy. We so deep. Hey, one thing I ain't, man. I'm loading up all my soldiers. Y'all think it's a game? I'm loading up all my soldiers. I swear to God. I swear to God, I'm on my Pablo today. I'm on my Pablo today. If y'all seen how deep this came, bro, they ran me down. They ran me down.
Man, T.I. ain't shit, man.
Hey, good fucking with my nigga, man. He did what Daddy supposed to do. And then he said it. I don't understand why the fuck, you know what I'm saying? He's leveling himself to deal with someone of that nature. You know what
do you mean by that?
Exactly what he mean by that. Why the fuck your bitch ass dumbing yourself down and be falling out with a nigga at the Waffle House? Fuck you falling out with niggas at the Waffle House for? You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, you already know, and see what these niggas don't understand, what these young boys don't understand. Like I be trying to tell my son, nigga, I'm real in these motherfucking streets. And then if you fuck around and run around somebody that know me, or, you know, or somebody that hate me and shit, that shit's gonna reflect on you. You know, they like, oh, that's T.I.'s son. Fuck that nigga. He ain't this. You know what I'm saying? They want to test this gangster. They gonna test this gangster. You know what I'm saying? And that's what T.I. like, nigga, go handle your business, boy. Because they gonna test you. You know, and then you want to run around rowdy, they gonna test you. And you gotta be about that shit.
That little nigga ain't from the streets, man.
He not from the streets, man. But he's T.I.'s son, though. So they're gonna test him. Because his daddy's a street nigga. So street niggas, when he out and about, they gonna fuck with it.
Hey,
And he gonna
let me tell you something. Listen, LP, hold on. Let me tell you something right quick. If you a street nigga, or was a street nigga, or once upon a time was a street nigga, and your son become a street nigga, you a fucking failure.
Okay, check this out.
You a
Look,
fucking
the
failure.
apple never falls far from the tree. You see power.
I don't give a fuck. I don't want to hear that.
Power.
Break the chain.
You seen
Break
power,
the chain.
nigga. You seen
Break the
power,
chain,
nigga. You seen power, nigga. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
he gonna get his ass beat.
Come
Yeah, he
on
gonna get
now.
his ass beat.
Come
That's
on
what's
now.
gonna happen. T.I. better keep
That's
some
what I'm
life
saying, nigga.
insurance
You
on that
seen
nigga.
power, the apple don't fall far from the tree. Nigga, you cannot want your kid, you cannot want your son to be you all you want. But DNA, he's you. You know what I'm saying? My dad could want me to be a straight and narrow, just have a wife and kid type dude. But because he passed on the fucking fruit of the loom dream to me, you know what I'm saying? I'm knocking over lamps and shit, and I'm fucking bitches all goddamn night long.
That's only on some cases.
But it's
that's
a
only in
part
some
of
cases. Look, that's only in some cases.
Look, with
Just
my
say,
son,
hold on, man. Let me talk, man.
I got two sons though. That's grown.
Let me talk.
And let me say this shit. I did not want them to be me, but my son rap. He done did what he did in the streets. You know what I'm saying? But now he's a Harvard student that lives in Taiwan or Thailand. You know what I'm saying? My younger son, you know, everybody tells me, dude, he's just like you. His personality, blase skip. You know what I'm saying? I don't see it because I'm the parent, so I see his mama in him versus me seeing myself in him. But they say he's a carbon copy of me. And then he's not great in school. He has a lot of issues when it comes to school. But guess what? I had those same fucking issues.
Listen though, man. That only count in your DNA makeup. Like, I'm gonna say like hereditary shit. Like diabetes, cancer, shit like that. Okay, yeah.
No.
But nigga, let me talk, man. Can I talk? Can I talk, man? I done let you guys long winded. Can I get my shit off? If you just say you take a baby 0 months old, the daddy gone. You take a baby 0 months old, you can't control the medical history of it. But as far as his makeup, his attitude, his way of life, he gonna be just like you. You know what I mean?
Who the fuck is you, man? Who the fuck is you? Is you the missing father? Because when as long as I've known man to be on planet, I have met a lot of young boys that are just like they motherfucking daddies, and they mama hate they fucking guts because they just like they daddies, but they don't know who the fuck they daddies is, and they don't know what the fuck they daddies is like, but they know they just like them. If I have a son right now, my son might come out looking like my brother or walking like my brother. You know what I'm saying? The shit is in the DNA. Your blood is your recording mechanism. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is a lot of this shit is DNA shit. But when it comes to my kids or kids, he is going to be tested because he's T.I.'s son. You know what I'm saying?
He gonna get his ass
brand new shit. But he's not struggling. You not from the hood. So as soon as you run across the nigga that's struggling from the hood, he's gonna test you.
Yeah, all these kids, majority are nowadays spoiled, and they ain't have a. I ain't gonna say you ain't gonna hear me say the story you ever heard. I know you heard the story. Motherfucker said, "Yeah, I used to walk 25 miles back one way to school." You ain't gonna hear me say no shit like that. But man, this motherfucker, this shit they got nowadays, man, all this goddamn social media, Wi-Fi, and all this making these kids is spoiled, man. Even the poor kids spoiled. Shit, they give the poor kids free Wi-Fi. If you got a full stamp card.
First of all, why the fuck are you on social media with the shit? Why are we playing that shit? Why are we playing that clip on the show right now?
Which one? Which one?
The clip one, where he's talking about what happened. Two, where he's talking to his daddy, where his daddy's trying to be supportive. Because if something happens after that point, they're not going to look at a daddy being supportive. They're looking at a dad inciting his son to go and commit murder. And then this nigga say, my niggas done went to Walmart to get their guns now. Nigga, y'all buying guns from Walmart?
Yeah, you peeped that shit out. He said, yeah, my niggas, they went to Walmart. You know what I'm saying? Cause you know what I'm saying? We gonna say, baby, and them go get that thing up under the mattress. This motherfucker say, hey, baby, go get the, go to Walmart and buy. Man, what the fuck?
This is what I'm saying. And then he like, they got me. They dragged me. Nigga, look, it didn't even look like you were hurt.
He was bragging on getting drunk. Man, they
I'm like,
see my back.
Yo, you light skinned in a motherfucker. I don't see no bumps, bruises, or abrasions. You know what I'm saying? Dude, they didn't do shit. Look, if I would have put my hands on you,
pellet guns. They gonna go buy some pellet guns from Walmart. Hey man, fuck that. T.I. piece of shit for that, man. He better remember where he came from, man.
Man, you cannot call my nigga T.I. a piece of shit, man.
Man, let's get this T in, man.
Not a piece of shit. You call him a bad dad. You can call him a bad man, but you can't call him a piece of shit, though.
Let's get the T in, man. Let's get this T in, man. It's time to get the T in.
Don't get the T in.
Fuck T.I., man.
Fuck you. Talk about my nigga. Libra season. Libra season.
It's time to spill all the tea. Spill all the tea. Spill all the tea. Spill all the tea. Tea. Right here on Flint at the start. Tea. Right here on Flint at the start.
You all right over there, man? I'm sorry for talking about your boy T.I., man. Fuck him.
T.I. forever.
Hey, look, this is my first big dummy, man. Hold on, man. I'm gonna tell you why in a minute.
Hell no, she's fine as hell.
Yeah, she's still my big dummy.
Dummy. You big dummy. You big dummy. You big dummy. You big cold-blooded dummy. You big dummy, see what you did? Oh no, you big dummy. Oh no, you big dummy. You dummy.
Her name, Kiera Welch. She was turning up like a motherfucker for her birthday, right? So she's 23 years old, right? From Memphis.
So cute.
Look, she was riding through downtown, busting out the window of her car. She had her gun, she was shooting in the window, shooting out the window. Yeah. The police pull over. The bitch got drugs on her. And they asked her why she did it. She said, I was drinking a little bit, I was turning up. So now she got reckless endangerment charges, possession of drugs, and possession of a handgun and shit. She my big dummy, man. She was turning up.
Hey, man.
After a hell of a birthday, ain't it?
Turn up for what? Hey, yo, for real. Shout out to the girl. You know, when you get out of jail and shit, hit me up with your lesbian stories. I like that. Hey, yo, but for real, though. Shooting out the window, she fucked up. You know what I'm saying? She was obviously on some super drugs. You know what I'm saying? The nose probably was full of that candy, making her dandy. You know what I'm saying? Exos had her rolling, can't control it. And the weed had her holding on the pistola. She just had to let it go. Bang, bang.
Man, that bitch she fucked up. That's all that happened to her.
Yo.
She had too much slut juice.
Hey, yo, I don't know, man.
Juice.
Hey, that shit turned me on. Like, nigga, you know, I like a bitch with an education and a few degrees and shit. But a bitch that ride around with drugs and shoot out the window and shit, that's a nasty night there.
She had too much slut juice.
That girl suck on titty right there, boy.
Hey, man. Shaka Zulu. You remember Shaka Zulu?
Yeah,
you remember Shaka Zulu? Luda, manager?
No. You talking about Shaka. Not Shaka
Zulu, motherfucker.
His name was Shaka.
Shaka Zulu.
No, he didn't call himself Zulu. Zulu and them was the motherfuckers
Nah,
from New
man.
York.
Man,
Okay,
just my
so yeah,
Google it,
Shaka,
nigga.
Shaka.
Google it.
So
Google
yeah,
it. The
Shaka.
nigga
I
named
already know what you
Shaka.
talk about. We know what you talk about. Shaka.
Anyway, he that
I
nigga
don't
caught a
think he
murder
did it.
charge.
I don't think he did it.
I don't give a fuck. He caught the murder charge. Shit, that's a
Yeah.
little
Yo, hey,
ludicrous
look,
ex
my AT
manager.
aliens, watch out for y'all mayor. That bitch is on a warpath. You know what I'm saying? To clean up all y'all shenanigans. You know what I'm saying? That Freaknik shit. I think she wasn't invited. I think she feels some kind of way about the Freaknik. I'm pretty sure she feels some way about the Freaknik. She probably ain't had no ass then, or she wasn't cute. But now she's targeting all you hip hop dudes, and they're taking your brands and turning your brands into gangs. You know what I'm saying? And then the FBI and all that shit is on y'all ass like tough, man. Y'all know J. Edgar Hoover shit, man. When y'all get to drawing that type of shit, she done called in the FBI to fuck with y'all, man. Y'all need to watch that. Y'all need to clean it up. You know what I'm saying? Let that, start moving like gangsters really move, man. Because y'all, that TV shit is for the birds. Y'all gonna end up, all y'all niggas gonna end up in the jail. I mean, because they done got everybody. You know what I'm saying? They done got everybody, and niggas
Hey,
getting football numbers. Y'all never get out.
That motherfucker prosecutor in Atlanta ain't bullshit, man.
No, because see,
Yeah,
the mayor done made it an agenda. But niggas like T.I., niggas like Gucci Man, niggas like Jermaine Dupri, they own so much property that you don't want to fuck with them because they make so much money for the city. But for all them other dudes that don't, and look, remember T.I. was getting locked up every fucking year. Every time his album dropped, he was locked up.
Yeah, every year that nigga went back to the feds. Every goddamn year.
Every year that the nigga
every year I was
dropped the
locked
album,
up, he was locked up.
They locked his ass up. You know what I'm saying? All up until the point where he started buying all that fucking property. When he bought all that property and he started owning all that real estate and he started making all that motherfucking money for their ass, they left him the fuck alone. That's why we hearing so much but not seeing so much. But his son is gonna get him fucked up too. He need to watch that shit because that shit was never supposed to be on social media.
Hey, I smell an insurance job. They say T Grizzly home in LA robbed of $1 million worth of jewelry. I smell insurance fraud.
Hey yo, sometimes you gotta.
Hey, look, check this out, right? Check this out. Jack in the Box employee shoots at a customer because they arguing over some curly fries. You hear what I said?
Hold on, my phone died and shit. You said what?
Jack in the Box. A Jack in the Box employee shoots at a customer over argument over some curly fries.
Yep. I seen this shit where the chick came in the store. I think she was at the dollar store. No, she was at a sporting goods store, some type of store, man. And the chick called her mama bald headed. It's like, fuck your bald headed ass, so shit. So the bitch was like, what you say to my mama? Man, she beat that bitch ass. She was like, bitch, I'll beat your ass. That bitch said something, she beat that bitch ass. Yo, she beat that bitch ass so bad and so good. I don't even like to watch females fight. I have a problem with watching females fight. But when I watch that shit, I was like, yeah, because if a motherfucker disrespect my mama like that, I'm whooping their ass. She whooped that bitch ass. And then the chick got up, walked behind the counter, came back. The lady turned around. She was like, yeah, bitch, pow, pow, pow. Man, shot that motherfucker coast plate out. She was like, yeah, That bitch said, no, help me. She said, where that shit at now, bitch?
Man, you talking about, when we at the PER8SH store, we played that before when old girl was disrespecting old girl at the PER8SH store. She whooped her down. And she went behind the counter, came back out and bust her ass out. And I was in Ohio, man.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that shit was fucking crazy. I'm like, yo, man, you can't fuck with people like that. You don't know who you dealing with.
Nah, you can't, man. Especially motherfucker got a gun. You better whoop them. Don't let them get to their gun. They gonna let that bitch go. Everybody ain't no hoe. Hey man, we got a man acquitted in 2020 in a triple shooting homicide at Mega Coney Island in Flint. That nigga beat that shit. Triple homicide. Shout out to him. I guess. Well, I can't say shout out. I don't know who he is, but he's from Flint. He got acquitted. He got acquitted of a triple. Matter of fact, I remember it was a triple shooting. It wasn't a triple homicide. One of them died, but he shot 3 people. He got acquitted of that shit though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hey,
If
you
the
remember
drugs do not fit, you must acquit.
Hey, you remember Sweetie Pie? You remember that reality show Sweetie Pie?
No.
It's about the old lady. She started a soul food restaurant out of St. Louis, and they all over the country now. But anyway, her son, she let her son run it. Take over Cutie Pie. His name Tim Norman, and this motherfucker. You don't watch it, so you don't know what I'm talking about. A lot of people, they got a lot of fans. Cutie Pie. Tim Norman, Cutie Pie's son, got found guilty. He put some life insurance on his nephew. It got that motherfucker killed and shit. Killed murder for hire and shit. They found his ass guilty and shit.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Goddamn nephew and shit. Damn, nephew. Can I get some life insurance on your nephew?
You said what?
Can I get some life insurance on you, man?
Nah.
Man. Hey, they just did a study. It said 8 years after the Flint water crisis, it's a high depression and PTSD order going around Flint. I know I got the depression part. It says PTSD going on because of the water crisis and shit, man. They got that right. And the depression. Says at an all-time high.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Shit, you will have motherfucking depression and PSDT too. After you done went through 8 years through a water crisis and then 2 years of a pandemic. God damn, what the fuck more can we take, you know? We got Power Book 3, man. It's getting thick. It's getting real. You been watching? Kanan came into a man the other night, baby. You see he got robbed. And my man, he went back and got that bag. You see that chick? Mama gave him a pistol.
I ain't seen nothing.
You ain't seen it?
Nah, nigga, I've been dying of depression over here. You know, I done went through like 4 breakups this year, and you know what I'm saying? I done had financial issues and all kind of shit.
I hear you, man. Suck to be you, man. But check that power out. It's getting real. It's getting good, man. Getting good. The motherfucker, fucking Rock gonna fuck around, get all of them killed fucking with them goddamn Italians and shit. And Marvin steady eating and shit, like as usual. Goddamn, what's the other brother's name, man? Lou done fucked around and killed Dog. That nigga, man, the nigga he was got to have the studio with. He fuck around, killed him, strangled his ass to death. It's finna get good. It's finna get good. They got some thieves, man. They ran up in a gun store with a Kia. A little ass Kia. They ran straight through the building and cleaned their ass out, took all the guns and shit. Of course they left the Kia. You know what I'm saying? That was in Detroit. What else we got? FDA warns people on social media not to cook their chicken in NyQuil. I guess it's a fad going around. People cooking their chicken in NyQuil and shit, man. It's fucking motherfuckers up. FDA, the Food Drug Administration, say don't do that.
Okay.
Motherfuckers crazy.
It has to taste horrible.
Gotta taste horrible, man. NyQuil tastes horrible by itself. So I can imagine it being some chicken. You know what I'm saying?
I couldn't taste good at all.
Anyway, we got 47 people indicted on $240 million fraud charges. They built the government to feed kids that didn't never exist. This out of Minnesota and shit. Some more of that. That's that pandemic shit. Motherfuckers making up fake shit, talking about they feeding kids. What kids they feeding cost $240 million, man. Shit. God dang.
A lot of
Let me
kids.
have some of that goddamn food.
I'm like, nigga, you ain't never fed a kid before. It's like shit. It's like fucking $1,000 around this bitch, and I only got 2.
Man, I ain't gonna even talk about that, man. Shit. Figure. I got a motherfucker around this bitch eating up everything.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna even, we gonna move on. Hey man, the world's top TikToker. He gets $750K per post. We in the wrong profession, ain't we?
Hey yo, man, look, I'm inspired by everybody to do their thing on the internet, man, because really I was so anti-internet from the get-go that it's even like beyond me to be this far doing this podcast with you. You know what I'm saying? Like I really admire what you do and shit because I really couldn't do this for myself. You know what I'm saying? And so for all the dudes out there that's doing it and they putting up the numbers and they getting them checks and shit, and as long as you putting positive information in the system and doing something great for entertainment, I'm with you. Man, for real, teach me the game because I definitely want to learn.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that, man. It is what it is. We gonna make 750 per episode one of these days, LPs. Somebody gonna come through with that check, baby.
Hey, yo, you see our girl, she was addicted. She was like, I can't stop watching. Hey, but you know, every
this
good
what a
thing,
real podcast do, you know what I'm saying?
comes with time. You know, because I mean, we fundamentally have some things to say. You know, and like I say, and I won't stop saying it. The cops needs to be held to a higher standard. If they reserve the right to be walking around as this higher standard, they should be held at a higher standard, and they should have consequences to their actions. You kill a man that is unarmed, that is innocent of a crime, capital murder. If you are putting people in prison and you're falsifying statements, documents, and all that, 5 years for each charge. If you are harassing people or proved to be of abusive nature, you should be relieved of your duty with discretion. Okay? Meaning you cannot go work for another department for any reason. Not that we relieve you of your duties here and you go to the next county. Never should you ever police again. And they should put an end to that. So instead of creating this abundance of police officers that are not fit for duty, you filter through and then you make those that have unjust mindsets and mindsets of evil think twice about becoming a part of the organization. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They don't want to become cops because they know that they may go to prison. You know what I'm saying? For doing some shit that you're not supposed to do.
Hey, we got a man steals 1,100 worth of king crab legs at Costco. It was a white dude, man. He went in that motherfucker, put $1,100 worth of crab legs in his basket and just ran straight up out that bitch. They got his ass on camera though. $1,100 worth of king crab legs. Thought that was funny.
My mom always told me, she said, son, if you steal big. And that's not big enough for me.
Right.
For real, that's crazy. Getting crab legs is gonna get you on America's Most Wanted.
Right. Man, that's all the tea for the day, man. Let's get some closing remarks, LP, so we get up out of here, man. We've been on this motherfucker hour 40.
You already know what I'm gonna say. Be incredible, be great. You know what I'm saying? Be aware of all things. You know, be blessed, be grateful. You know, wake up in the morning before you get out the bed. Think of how grateful you are. Think of how great your life is. The fact that you woke up this morning Think of how beautiful your day is going to be and live that life. Manifest the life that you want to live. Know what you deserve. Evaluate yourself. And if your evaluation after your evaluation comes back that your value is low, raise your vibration, raise your value, and become your greatest you. Because we only got one life. This is this one experience that we get to have. And then when it's over, and we don't get it no more. So enjoy it while you're here. We are here. I love you. You love me. Let's do this. 2023. We're going to take over the motherfucking internet.
Right.
So you know.
Hey, you already know what I'm going to say, man. Stop falling for the 9 and 10 fight smoking mirrors bullshit. Quit letting these white people come taking over this. They fading out our school system, man. Let's take our school system back. Let's protect our kids, man. Hey, man, the hood gotta stay the hood, man. We're gonna make the hood great again, man. Shit, that's about it, man.
Okay.
We out of this bitch. Peace.
Yeah. Thinking to myself, like, what the fuck is going on? Asking God for help, like, what the fuck I'm doing wrong? He ain't giving me no answers, I figured it out myself. Got tired of asking questions, I'm tired of looking for help. Man, I can't win for losing, I'm steady taking these losses. Had to bury greed and cheat same week.